Good morning everyone and welcome to my hobby home. This morning we are going to be making something for lunch and dinner. We are making Southern Instant Pot black-eyed peas. So what we're starting to do is we're heating our Instant Pot saute function up. First thing we're going to do, and as always, welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining us. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. As always, I will link the recipe down in the description, so no need to write anything down, just enjoy. First thing we're going to do, as soon as this is hot, which looks like it's getting there, we're going to add our oil, which I'm using bacon grease. And the bacon grease, we add 1 tablespoon. Okay, so I have my tablespoon. I'm going to just scoop out a tablespoon of bacon grease. I have taken 1 onion. I do the cheater way. I just use my little chop thing here. I'm going to just put my 1 onion in there. It says cook this, stirring it occasionally. I'm just going to go on and get the whole onion coated in that grease real good. Once this is translucent, I will add my garlic and my bay leaf. I just use the minced garlic. It does call for 6 cloves, so for me that's going to be 6 of these little bitty spoons. You will see I have, well, you don't see, I have a pound bag of black-eyed peas, a pound ham steak, and bacon. So I will bring you back once this is ready to go. Okay, now our onions are translucent. I threw a little bit of bacon pieces in here, the fatty ends, just to add a little more grease and flavor in there. You see that dark there? That's going to be the good stuff. So our next step is our 2 bay leaves and 6 garlic cloves minced. So I'm just going to put probably only 4 of these little spoons of garlic in there. I do love garlic, but I'm not much on it in my black-eyed peas. And it says to stir this for 20 seconds. So we're just going to stir that around. Get that nutty smell of that garlic coming out. And the cooking of it, make it real savory. Now this is a new recipe that I am trying. I do have one that I make on stovetop, and it's a little bit different than this one. But this was one that I found for the Instant Pot. And you know, I'm in North Louisiana, so I love good southern flavored food. We are to put 1 pound of black-eyed peas. They have been washed and drained. One pound of smoked hen hock and 4 slices of thick cut bacon. That's what I'm doing here. I'm going to just roll that down in there. Stir that just a little bit so we're not burning. And now we've got to add our 5 cups of water, and it called for 2. I'm going to put that in. It called for 2 tablespoons of Better Than Bouillon ham or chicken base. I do not have Better Than Bouillon, but I do have chicken bouillon cubes. So I'm going to stir this around and kind of deglaze the bottom of that pan real good to get all that yummy flavor off of it. And you'll notice I had 4 slices of bacon, and this is actually a ham steak that I cubed because I do not have ham hock. I don't know why I didn't have any in my freezer. I probably use it. And you'll see the little pieces of bacon. I just cut those in about 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick, or wide slices. Pour that in here. And our last ingredient is black pepper. I'm going to liberally just sprinkle black pepper in there. Oh, it smells so good. Stir that in. And I will bring you back to see what we're doing next. Okay, now our next step is we are going to cancel the saute setting. Going to get my ladle out. We are going to close the lid. I'm trying to make sure, because I cleaned my lid and it's got a little water in it. We're going to lock the lid and make sure we are set in seal position, which is the back position. We're going to cook the pressure cook. Manual button is going to be high pressure for 16 minutes. So we're going to turn to 16 minutes and high and press that start button. It is going to preheat it, bring it up to temp, and it is going to cook for 16 minutes. We're going to allow it to do a 15-minute natural release, and then we're going to vent the rest of the pressure off of it, and I will bring y'all back at that time. While we are waiting for our black eyed peas to get ready, we are going to make some cornbread to go with it. First thing we're going to do is use 2 cups of self-rising cornmeal flour. This is, I just refilled my canister here. And we are using 2 cups. My cornmeal flour. I just do 2 heapings. There we go. We'll use our 2 cups of cornmeal flour, self-rising cornmeal flour. 2 eggs. This is R1 large. I use, whether they're large or not, I use 2 eggs. And this calls for 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I am going to use the 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil since this is a different recipe than what I normally use. I have one that takes a really long time to make. And it's got a lot of moving parts to it, to say so. And currently I have my cast iron skillet already in the oven. My oven is preheating at 400 degrees. And it calls for buttermilk or milk 1 3/4 cup. I use evaporated milk because it's what I have on hand, because the baby shower took all of my milk. But I use evaporated milk and it works just as good. And I'm just going to stir this. Now with cornbread, you don't want to mix it too much because then it becomes real dense. You just want all your ingredients to blend real well. And it's okay if it's still grainy. I'm just checking the bottom of the bowl there, making sure there's nothing in it. I'm going to move this over because I'm going to put my cast iron right here. Now I used bacon grease in that. So now I'm going to just pour my batter on over in here. See how that's kind of swimming in that grease? That is going to make a really good crust. Let me turn you where you can see that a little better. And I'll bring you back when it's done. Our peas have come to pressure and they've got 16 minutes. Okay guys, so the cornbread just come out of the oven and this just hit 16 minutes. So I am going to take the lid off and I will bring you right back. Okay y'all, this smells so good. I'm going to kind of lift it up here so you can see what we have. I'm going to put a little spoon in my bowl here. This pan is still very hot. I'm going to just cut me a piece of cornbread out. And down here in the South, we use cast iron skillet to cook our cornbread. We don't use a casserole or glass dish. And we cut our cornbread pie shaped. Okay, so here I have my peas and cornbread. So now for the review of this recipe. Like I said, that cornbread is a different recipe than what I'm used to making. Let me taste it first. It's not as fluffy as my cornbread, but it doesn't have a bad taste. Now, these peas are still piping hot. Oh yeah, that's really good. The peas are cooked perfect. It probably does need a little salt. That was a lot of peas and I didn't put a lot of bacon in there. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. So if you want a good Southern dinner, you gotta try this. This is very good. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, you can click on that subscribe button and the notification bell. Each and every time I upload new content, you will receive a notification of it. Leave a comment. I do respond to each and every comment. Share my video with others, help my channel grow. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.